the number of people that we have through our doors that have suffered with mental health, with their weight, with their confidence, with all sorts of things, and they come here and they find something that makes them feel like they're achieving something every single time they step through the doors. And I think it's a really, really positive thing for people to be doing. I love my job and love seeing the smiles on people's faces when they leave. Hi, my name is SJ and I teach pole dancing, aerial hoop and aerial silks at PPD Studios in Huddersfield. I was diagnosed with ME at age 15 and that took a lot away from me. I missed all of year 11 at school. I was in a wheelchair at one point, literally being carried to the toilet by my mum. It took friendships away from me, it took my independence away from me. And as I started to recover, I was looking for something that I could do at my own pace and in my own time and in my own way that would help strengthen my body and give me the self-confidence back that I'd lost. So pole did that for me. It's also helped me to bring pole to hundreds and hundreds of people over the years, men and women, and now children, actually teaching the aerial arts to give them the confidence. I think pole can be for absolutely anybody. My 7-year-old daughter loves it. I've got women in their late 60s that love it. Men, straight men, gay men, women, of all ages, young girls that want to do it, mums that are bored at home and they don't have anything to do and they want a hobby. I would say it doesn't matter on your shape, your size, your ability, your gender, your fitness level. Everybody is welcome at the studio and we will find a place for you and we will find what you're good at, we'll find something for your level. The usual ones are normally, why do you let your daughter do it? Because it's for sluts and are you a stripper? Yeah. I get asked a lot whether I think that pole is appropriate for my daughter. Whether it's appropriate for my daughter to be in the studio or whether it's appropriate for her to be doing pole dance with me. And I have to point out to these people that my daughter has got no knowledge of these sexual connotations that come with pole dancing and its origins. We'd be silly to deny that those origins are there, but within a controlled environment like this, where she's dressed appropriate, she's learning age-appropriate moves, she's having fun with her mum. She's having a really great time. We do doubles moves together where she's kind of hanging off me, we do things like that. She's spinning, she's climbing, she's getting stronger and more confident. And the moves transfer between all the pieces of equipment, so she'll do a bit of pole, a bit of silks, a bit of hoop, and she absolutely loves it. It's keeping her fit, it's something that we can do together. People like that out there that are desperately trying to sexualise children, constantly saying they shouldn't be wearing this, they shouldn't be wearing that. It's gymnastics. It's gymnastics and acrobatics using a vertical pole. It's tiny, it's just the pole's this way instead of that way. That's the only difference.
Sounds like a really nice bonding.
Yeah, it is really good fun. It's one of those things where she didn't want to learn anything at first, she just wanted to swing and play and have fun. And now she's a little bit older and she's seen what you can do. Now she's interested in actually getting the technique and being able to do the cool stuff rather than just swinging around on it. So it's been really nice for me to be able to share that with her as well. A few years back, when I said that I taught pole dancing, it was, oh, you're a stripper. Now, personally, I've never been a stripper, but I do not have a problem with women that want to use their bodies with what God gave them to earn money. That's their right, and I don't think that we should be shaming women for things like that. It's a personal choice. As I say, it's not something that I've ever done, so when everybody's always come to me, I try to defend it as it's a sport, it's fitness. As I've grown older and I've matured and I realise a lot more about being a woman and things that we face in this world, I've embraced that pole dancing can be whatever you want it to be. It can be contemporary, very floaty and lyrical. It can be sexy. You can strap on a pair of heels and you can move your body in a way that makes you feel really confident and sexy. Or it can be fitness. You can literally be working on how many of those pull-ups and inverts that you can knock out in 30 seconds. That's what I think is so brilliant about it. Once upon a time I wouldn't have gone out wearing my hoodie if it had the pole dancing logo on the background because I was scared of somebody saying something to me, whereas now I just happily hand them a business card and say, come and try it, give it a go. I think it can be fitness, so it can be literally you can lose weight, you can tone up, you can increase your flexibility. You can do it just as a hobby because you want something to do that's fun. It doesn't have to be about weight loss or things like that. And you can do it for the sexy side. You can come in and we do certain classes that that are in heels and they're based around sensuality, body positivity and self-confidence. So I think there's a niche for everybody, whatever you want to do. So I've taught the university's Pole Fitness Society classes for the past 6 years. And they've done a really good job with getting pole out there to the students for them to try it and give it a go. They've also entered into uni competitions, so it's been really positive for the university. but we're now at a stage where we can open up the classes within the studio to other students. So we're offering an NUS discount now that's available to anybody who's got a student ID. So we're hoping to pull in some more people to the classes for Paul, for the aerial arts. The Great Showman's really brought aerial hoop and aerial silk to the forefront, and people look at it and go, wow, I could never do that. We're here to tell you, wow, yes, you can actually. We can teach you how. Again, all abilities are welcome, and we're really trying to encourage as many people to get into it as possible, whether it's just recreational or whether you fancy yourself as a future performer or even a future competitor in the national competitions. I have people come in and say, I've got no upper body strength, I need to lose weight before I do it. No, you don't. You just need to come, you need to trust yourself enough to take that step through the door and then let us do all that for you. That's what we're here for. I found that when I was at rock bottom, I didn't want to do anything. It hurt to get out of bed. I didn't want to do anything. And people don't understand that if you have a chronic pain condition, that things can change from day to day from you. They can be totally different one day, and they can also change over the years. You can get slightly better, and that's when I took the opportunity to kind of grab it with both hands. There were times when there was no way I would have been able to touch a pole, and there's been times over the years since being an instructor where I've had to take months off, where literally I've been so ill that I'm not coming into work, I'm not able to do the thing that I love. But it's honestly just a case of knowing your limits and being able to do things that giving you confidence, they're helping the endorphins start flowing. You're not overdoing it, but you're doing just enough to start your muscles strengthening, to give you that little bit. And it's amazing how much for physical and mental kind of pain and disorders and things, that doing something that makes you feel so good, that really gives you a positive feeling at the end of it. I'd waited a long time for that. With all the illness that I'd had, I'd waited a really long time to be well enough to enjoy that. And having supportive people around you that are going through the same thing, that can make an incredible difference to how you look at things, your outlook on life, and how you approach things like the fitness side of it. But it is honestly very much a very personal journey for everybody. Not everybody with ME, some people will look at me and go, well, you look fine. But, or well, I've got ME and I can't even get off the sofa. That's your journey, this is mine, and it's always different for everybody. I think that's what we need to be more understanding about.